to dive into it. Restaurants versus Google explained. There are several other articles up on this, so I have like just from reading headlines a very small, minuscule idea of kind of what this is about. So we might take a look at one of the other articles too, just depending on how much information this one gives us. But we're going to dive right in. A Florida restaurant group says Google is nabbing customers' orders by sending them to an unauthorized online storefront. I'm not really sure what that means. If it's just sending them to different websites instead of like a website of a collection of restaurants put forth by Google that like they're paying Google to be advertised, or what that means. So a little uncertain as we kind of continue on as to kind of what that's going on. Oh, it's going to explain it. In 2020, Forbes reported that Google gets 1 billion plus searches for restaurants each month, leading it to add new features like star ratings, photos of popular dishes, and partnerships with delivery platforms. There is a problem with the pictures. Sometimes the pictures are not for the right restaurant. Sorry, I'm my allergies and stuff. I need warm liquids to keep me going here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my voice is kind of deteriorating a smidge. So we used to have people that would show up and show us pictures of dishes that were attached to our restaurant via Google. It had nothing to do with us. They're like, oh, we want this. And we're just like, we don't have that. And I was like, I have never seen that, in the X amount of years that I've been here. And you can get it removed. I think we had to like contact somebody at Google or something to have that fixed. But I can't quite remember how we got it taken off. Let's see. All of this was supposedly to help merchants, but one restaurant group claims that Google is actually hijacking orders. Left Field Holdings operates Lime Fresh Mexican Grill, a fast casual chain in Florida. Left Field is suing Google, saying it tricks customers via an unauthorized online storefront. What does that mean? Customers search for a restaurant on Google. A business profile appears on the left with a big blue Order Online button. The button leads to a page where third-party apps like DoorDash and Grubhub are prominently featured, while the restaurant's own website appears as a simple link. Oh, okay. But I mean, yeah. Okay. It's still displayed though, right? The button. Okay, a business profile appears on the left with a big blue Order Online. Okay, right. So you click that, and then it takes you to here. I mean, none of these are more prominent than the other, but I guess I do feel that one should be at the top. But at the same time, for ease of ordering online, I feel like people would more click on these ones than the restaurant website, just because they want to go straight to a menu and click a couple buttons and have food arrive and not go to the website. And a lot of restaurant websites are not designed very well and are kind of annoying to navigate. Having the word menu twice a lot of the times to like takes you to the homepage menu, and then one that takes you to the actual menu happens a lot, I feel like. So I kind of see why this maybe would be at the top. The claim argues that Google does this without permission, deceiving customers and leading them to place orders with delivery services, not the restaurant itself. But I feel like a lot of restaurants, I mean, I can't speak for every restaurant, but I know when people call one of the previous places I worked at, they were just immediately directed to like, oh, you can order online at XYZ. or you could go to the website, which would take you to one of those ordering apps. So I don't know. Does that constitute a lawsuit? I'm wondering how much money they would actually be losing by doing this. We'll continue. A Google spokesperson disagrees and told Ars Technica that Google receives no compensation from the tool, which only exists so the customer can easily order from restaurants that allow delivery. I mean, this is what I would assume, but like, I guess I wouldn't put it past them to try and make a little money off of this, but I just think for ease of use, they're at the top. For a Google support page, the button is available to any restaurant accepts third-party orders, and restaurants can set preferences or turn it off. But if restaurants do nothing, Google seems to set up a default page. Okay, I mean, it's all fixable. Keller Lanker, a law firm representing left field, sees class action potential and is soliciting other plaintiffs to its website. Interesting. Third-party apps charge commissions as high as 30% of the order value amid the pandemic, which restaurants could only do takeout or delivery. Several cities had to put caps on those fees to help struggling business owners. Appreciated, and this is true. They do take a pretty good cut sometimes. Especially now, they probably have a lot more wiggle room to do that, because restaurants, could not get people to come inside, whether it's the law or just people being weary of COVID. So I do business with them. The lawsuit claims restaurants often partner with apps in the hopes that customers will discover them. Then we're getting... Is that the hope? Wait, is this the hope? That one time, I'm not gonna lie, this has never once crossed my mind. That has never crossed my mind. I've never ordered from somebody through an app and then like, next time I'm gonna order from the restaurant, because maybe it's different in other places. Most restaurants around here do not have a delivery service, so either I'd have to go pick it up, which is not what I want to do, which is why I'm ordering from the app in the first place, or it's gonna just direct me to an app. I've never once thought this, and maybe I should, especially from some of the places that I order from, like, on a regular basis. Because if I can get them more money because they have dope ass food, then I'm all for it. But this has never once crossed my mind as a consumer, and and as a restaurant professional. That has never crossed my mind. I feel like that would take some like extra marketing to bring people from an app to your store page instead. Lime Fresh, for example, has its own ordering system, so I understand why they're upset. But a whole lawsuit? I feel like they're gonna... Maybe they can win. More power to them if they can win. Restaurants need more wins right now. I guess I just don't understand it very well. Just again, because as a consumer, I want the quickest way to get food from the restaurant to my mouth without having to leave my house. Let's see. Lime Fresh, for example, has its own ordering system and incurs no fees for takeout and partners with DoorDash on delivery for a lower fixed fee, but it loses money if you use an app instead. Therein lies the problem. Okay, so they still use DoorDash. This is such a convoluted system, right? Because they're still using DoorDash, but I have to order through the restaurant, and then DoorDash picks it up, and then it delivers? Like, that's just so much. That's so extra. And I mean, it's nice that they were able to work out that deal. But again, if there's no marketing, I'm never going to assume to do that, I think. Or if there's nothing that says that. I hardly ever... The few times that I do Google restaurants is to make sure that they're not ghost kitchens and not like secretly an Applebee's. Or if it's like an actual sit-down restaurant that I want to go to and like enjoy. But a lot of these places where I'm just ordering like, a burger or a sandwich or whatever, I just wanted to get it the fastest way possible. But I think, I mean, this kind of opened up my eyes. Maybe it'll open up more people's eyes too, like other consumers, um, who are like, oh snap, I should check my favorite websites store pages more often. Um, let's see. In 2018, Grubhub was lambasted for registering 23,000 domain names matching restaurant names with business consent without business consent to capture orders. Grubhub claimed it was just trying to help. I mean, come on, Grubhub. Nobody believes that. I thought it was a pretty short article, and I feel like it sums it up pretty well. There's got to be more to it, maybe, but again, very interesting because, well, let's see, how do they put it? The lawsuit claims restaurants often partner with apps in hopes that customers will discover them. Oh, okay. Oh, this is what they're claiming. So this one business is claiming this. I'm curious to know if there are other places that think like that, because I personally don't. And that's an interesting take, and it's definitely gonna make me stop and think, I think, next time I order. But again, usually it's for speed and convenience over anything when I order food through these apps. Dang. I know, I feel like a chump. Alright, well, that is Restaurants versus Google Explained. And we'll try and keep an eye out on this one. I'm gonna actually, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna copy this and pin it in the Discord somewhere. And I'll see if we can keep an eye on it and see if there's anything new that unfolds over the course of the week, so we can kind of keep tabs on it and see if there are any updates on how the lawsuit goes. Because I'm very interested, and like I said, like I'm not trying to bash this company at all. Like, I would love for them to win. You know, if they feel like they're missing out on profits, like, more power to them. You know, right? Like, we need all the wins we can get in the restaurant industry. It's been rough. It's been a rough several years. I guess only time will tell. But on that note, we are gonna switch over to Destiny 2. Nice, quick, short article, so we can hop right into the game. So I will be right back, as I'm gonna get all the PS5 and whatnot connected and ready to go. See you guys soon.